Hello there, this is Music Man 0150, also known as Gary, and we're back again, and we are continuing the video series on the same day, only this time it's nighttime. So I thought I'd give you a little overview of what it looks like here at night. And one thing I did forget to do, I gotta go up this way to the back door. I forgot to put the lights on. I have a couple floodlights here. You probably can't see them because it's dark. And then I have a couple other floodlights on the back of the house. Oh, I can just reach it from here. Okay, there's that one. And then there's that one. Now the reason that one is real bright compared to the others is because that's an LED light, and the other three, that one and then the two over here, we'll go down in the yard, I could show it to you better. Those are the compact fluorescent lights. But I always forget to turn those on just as it gets dark. So that's why I want to try to find a kind of a light bulb, a smart bulb that's a floodlight like that. There, now you can see the two floods. Now the main reason I wanted to bring you out is to show you the circle lights on the island, the windmill island. And it looks like they're all working but one. You can see how pretty they are. Most of them are green, then they change to yellow, red, pink, purple, blue, and then back to green again. I'm gonna go around. Let's see. No, maybe there isn't one there. Let's see. Is there one there? Oh, no. I know why. That's dark. That's where the gravestone is for my dogs. That's why there's nothing there. Okay. Then you can see here the lights for the sheds. See how they get bright when I walk in front? And you can see the shed door there, the shed door there, the shed door there. That's why these are turned that way. So then the big lights, or the lights on the big shed, can shine on the little ones. Everything seems to be working okay so far. See, then I got two more over here on the side that light up. We'll go around to the back here. See, now you can see why I put lights back here to light everything up. Oh, this one didn't get bright. How come? I hope I don't have it set wrong. See, and oh man, I don't know. Well, if it's set wrong, it's set wrong because the switch is in the back. It's not on the front. Well, that one got bright. That's the one on the back of the swing. Yeah, the camera doesn't pick up too good at night. Doesn't have that night view. Yeah, I think that light is wrong. It's wrong. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to walk this way. See, that's why I got the lights there for the swing, because then you could see where you're walking in the yard. Okay, we're going to walk this way. Now those lights distant way down the backyard here, that's for our Dollar General store. That was built in 2017, and it opened in late 2017. Yeah, that floodlight's working, but the other side's not. That's going to need replaced. That's a very old compact fluorescent floodlight. I had that one for years, and then my dad helped me put that one up. Or did I put that up? No, I think I did. I think I put that up probably 4 or 5 years ago. I think I put that up to at least get some light back here. There's a light over here, but it's not working. And I got to get more of those stake lights like I got up there. I got to get a couple more for over here by the garage. Because right over here, see, right here, oh, you can't see it. But there's that old tree or bush there. But once in a while I like to come out here and inspect the lighting and make sure that everything is working like it's supposed to. Okay, these are working okay. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the house there. And then over here should have, yeah, there's 4 here, but only 3 of them come on because of the floodlight there. Now I can't remember. Did I check this shed earlier? I better check the shed again. Let's see. Oh, that's the one that's locked. Okay. Okay. I want to check these lights again now that it's dark. I'll move this chair out of the way. Oh, I got to cover the snow thrower too before I go in. I would like to, as I said earlier, I'd like to try to redo this so it's a little bit better. Okay, let's see. Okay, that light's working. Ah, there. There. Yeah, all the lights are working in here. There, now you can... You can see what's in here now with the lights on. Same stuff, just looks a little different at night. See, and now you can see back in that corner, I got some speakers back there. I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. I do want to check them out though. I think they work. Maybe you can use them outside here. And then those are the radios I told you about earlier. Under that red towel, that is a turntable that I've had, and I am not sure if the motor, something's wrong with the motor, or what it could be, because it doesn't hold its speed. The speed change, there's a speed change on it. I'll play whether it's a 78, a 33, or a 45, and the speed changes on it. So I'm not really sure. It's probably the motor. I mean, I'm gonna take a look at it again at some point and see if I can figure out what's going on with it. Yes, that turntable does play 78s. It's a rare one that in that component style that plays 78s. Because turntables are coming back, and people still have records. Vinyl records, and they want to be able to play 78. So that's why the 78 speed is actually coming back. Let's see if I can. Now I gotta see if I can lock this again. did it before. I'm trying to do it. There we go. One hand. There. Okay. Now we got that locked up. I could get the key and show you the other shed. I mean, it's the same. It's basically the same thing, but it's reversed. I got to get rid of that water on that tote. I should have done that sooner. The other dolly's in the way. There we go. I can't wait to get this all cleaned up. Okay, put the chair back. Put the can back. Yeah, I gotta cover that, but I'll do that in a minute. Let me get the keys. I got the keys right here. Now, I may have to pause the video while I unlock the lock on the shed. So let me do that, and then I'll show you what's inside. Okay, we're back now, and here's the other shed inside. And as you can see, only 2 of these lights are working. How come this one's not coming on? Oh. Huh. Oh, don't tell me it got wet. Because this roof is split, and I'll bet it got wet, and it shorted it out. Oh, the lights went out. There we go. Let me see if I could step in here. There we go. Okay, so this is inside of the other gray shed, and the stuff that's in here, as you can see, I got a CD player. There's a couple of small TVs. That's a box of speakers that I'm thinking of getting rid of. There's a drill back there, but there's no battery for it. I tried selling it and it won't sell. So I don't know whether I'm going to recycle that or see if we can find a battery for it. I don't know. And then there's a couple big TVs down here. There's one back there on the shelf. The one back there on the shelf, it works, but it has a vertical collapse. And then there's that TV on top, that's a smaller one. I haven't tried that since Father Joe gave it to me. My friend Father Joe Rujak, he gave that to me because he was moving out of St. Peter and Paul. So he gave me a lot of stuff to go through and possibly recycle. The last time that TV was on, it had a yellow image. The picture was there, but it was yellow. There was no blue. And then there's a little tiny 10-inch TV down there on the floor. That was in upstairs in the dining room when I had my office upstairs. But I brought it out here because I took it apart to see if I could fix that little crack in the cabinet, and I'm not sure if it's fixable, and I haven't tried it since I took it apart. I did put it back together. I thought I put it back together correctly, but I'm not sure. So I'll have to take a look at it again. And then that big one with the white trim, that set, we gotta take a look at that one for sure. That one I had gotten from eBay, and when it arrived, the casing is all busted apart, and I'm not sure if the picture tube got necked or what. I have not plugged that in to test it, so I'm not sure if it's safe to plug in. That's something we're gonna look at together. And those of you that do TV repair, maybe you can help me out to determine whether that TV is safe to power up. Oh, the lights went out. If that TV is safe to power up, or if I should just recycle it. But we will take a look at it together. We'll get it out of here. We'll put it on a table out here, outside here, where it's nice and bright. We'll even open it up, and that way, those of you that are into TV repair, you can help me determine whether, yes, the TV is safe to power up to see if it works, or no, recycle it. So we'll determine that probably later this year, maybe in late spring or early summer, when I can be outside during the day and check things out. But this light, I gotta see what happened to it. It looks like it got wet because it rained and the roof split. So yeah, it's not working. So I'm going to, let's see, I better put the light over here, because that top of that trash can is wet. Although, no, I don't think it would be wet. Yeah, it would be wet because of the fact that it rained the other day. So let me get this shed closed up. Oh, I hear a car coming. Oh, I thought it was going to come down the street. Nope, it went down that street. Okay, well, let's get this locked up. Now see how I have the door reversed? Because this one's not against the, well, it's against the wall, but facing the other way. There. Okay. That's the trouble with these. But this one's right out in the open. That's why, there, I locked it. That's why I like to keep this one locked. Even though there's really nothing in there to steal, I still like to keep it locked, just for the sake of extra protection. And that one's locked. And that one's locked. Okay, so there's the tour of the outside at night. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pause the video, and then while I cover the snow thrower, and then we're going to go inside and check some things out in there. Okay, I'm back. Before we go in, I wanted to show you the sound system setup I got out here real quick. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I have it turned on, and it's an old sound design stereo with a cassette deck. However, the cassette deck doesn't work that good, but the radio portion works good, and the auxiliary input works good. And on top here, I have a switch box, so I can play either the lower porch speakers or the upper porch speakers, or both. Right now I just have it on the lower portion, and I also have one of those Alexa devices out here, so that I can ask it to play music, give the weather forecast, or anything. And I know you can't see. I'll have to come out here in the daytime again, maybe tomorrow in the morning, and I can show you the box that it's in. You can't see it because it's dark, but it's in a protective outdoor weatherproof box, so it doesn't get ruined. But I'm gonna let you hear how the system sounds with the smart speaker out here. Alexa, the 7-day forecast.
The forecast for the next 7 days. Monday, 73 degrees Fahrenheit and partly sunny weather. Tuesday, 73 degrees and clouds with a chance of showers. Wednesday, 50 degrees and rainy weather. Thursday, 56 degrees and mostly sunny weather. Friday, 60 degrees and partly sunny weather. Saturday, 54 degrees and rainy weather. Sunday, 41 degrees and showers.
Alexa, the word of the day.
The word of the day for Sunday, March 3rd is hedonics, spelled Hedonics. Hedonics is a noun and defined as that branch of ethics which treats of the doctrine of pleasure, the science of active or positive pleasure or enjoyment. For example, some of these CPI ingredients: product substitution weightings, hedonics, price reductions for added product quality or satisfaction, and use of owner's equivalent rent instead of home ownership costs, have a comic aspect suitable to mockery by Bill Maher, Stephen Colbert, or Jon Stewart. Hedonics.
And there you go. There's the sound system for outside. I'm probably going to maybe change the system. I don't know yet. I mean, this one's working fine, but I might go ahead and change it so that way it has what they call a tape out. So that way when I hook up more speakers and a second amplifier for the big speakers for the 4th of July, it'll be real easy to do. I won't have to modify anything different. Let's do one more test with it, and then you can maybe hear the upper speakers. Alexa, spell the word come.
Come is spelled C-O-M-E.
Alexa, another word for the day.
Synonyms for today meaning new, up-to-date, include contemporary, current, or stylish. For the meaning existing, at this time, some synonyms include current, coeval, or prompt. For more, ask me to give you more synonyms for today.
More synonyms for today. Alexa, more synonyms for today. Huh. It's not working. Maybe I'm too far away. Let's see. Alexa, more synonyms for today.
Synonyms for today meaning new, up-to-date, include contemporary, current, or stylish. For the meaning existing, at this time, some synonyms include current, coeval, or prompt. For more, ask me to give you more synonyms for today.
Thank you. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to leave that on because in the morning it's going to play a greeting. So we're going to go ahead and leave it on for the night. And we'll see how it sounds in the morning. So now we're inside. I got to change my shoes and get my coat off. And also put the keys away where I can put the keys away. Right here. So there we go. And now I've got to get my coat off and my shoes, and then we'll be back with more. Let me call Elaine first. See how she's doing. Okay, I'm back. It's a little later than I had anticipated because I had to take a phone call, but now we're able to continue the video here in the evening hours. And as you can see, I'm in the studio right now checking on some projects that I'm doing here. Actually, what I'm doing is capturing some more shows that I like to listen to. And you can see this one's recording a radio broadcast with Audio Cleaning Lab. I have the sound off so that there's no copyright infringement with YouTube. And then over here, I'm actually capturing a show that I recorded the other night. I don't know if any of you have seen the show Chicago Med, Fire, and PD. Those are really good shows. And for those of you that are visually impaired or blind, like myself, those shows have video descriptive service. Or actually I should say descriptive video service. And what that is, and I'm sure you know about it, but those of you that don't know about it, whenever there's action going on the screen, the show has a special narrator if you put the sound in SAP mode, which is second audio program, and then you get the narration of what's happening when the actors and actresses aren't speaking. You get a full description, like as though you're listening to a story. So I've been capturing the shows first on videotape, and then I take the videotape and put it in the computer so I can have it digitally and rewatch it. Because sometimes when I watch the same show a second or third time, there's parts that I catch even more in more detail than I do the first time around. And a lot of the shows are interesting, and that's why I like to capture them and rewatch them to enhance the interest. So that's what's going on here in the studio, and I'm just walking around while I'm talking to you so that you're not looking at one specific thing. Oh, I do want to show you this. Down here. This TV was given to me by my girlfriend's mother, and because she got a new TV, and this one here was the old one that she had, and brought it home last week, and thinking of hanging it in the bedroom. I'll have to get some help to do it though first, because it's pretty heavy, but it's a nice size. I'll turn it on and show it to you. This is the remote for it. Toshiba. So we'll turn it on here. It should come on. There it comes. It takes a little bit of time to warm up because of the, it's like a mini computer, so it has to load the software, to bring everything up. And you can see on here right now, this is what I had playing on it the last. It's Spotify, because I have Spotify premium service, and I was listening to some of the songs on there. That's the playlist that I made. It's called Light Jazz, which is light jazz favorites that I like to listen to during the night hours. Say from about, in the wintertime it would be like from 5 o'clock to about 7 or 8 in the morning. And then in the summertime it would be a shorter amount of time, like say from 9 p.m. to about 6 in the morning. But it doesn't matter. I like to hear the songs regardless, but it's songs that I visualize hearing subconsciously when I'm outside in the night, like I was earlier, showing you all around the backyard with all the lights, and some of the songs I can hear in my subconscious mind. So that's why I named it Light Jazz. Let's see if I can find something that isn't copyrighted, so that way I can let you hear what the TV sounds like. It's actually on the Fire Stick, because I have the Amazon Fire Stick connected to it, so that it turns it into a smart TV. Let's see. Here's the remote for the Fire Stick. It's a little bit different from the Roku. The Roku remotes, they have a purple button for navigation, where this one has a circle, and then the circle inside the circle is the select button. But you can see it has the Prime Video, it has the Netflix, the Hulu, the Disney Plus, those are the shortcuts, and then for anything else you have to navigate to it, like Spotify, YouTube, anything. Excuse me, anything that doesn't have a shortcut button. So let's see, where's the home button? I think this is, let's see, I gotta get it close. Here's the home button right here. It's kind of hard to see with this camera because it's so, the screen is small and it doesn't have macro. The camera doesn't have macro, so it makes it harder to do close-ups. Well, let's see. Trying to go to, let's see. I don't know whether to look through the camera or through the TV. Let's see. We want to go to, what I want to try to do is go to YouTube, and I could show you some of my, do another video. I could play a previous video that I uploaded, so that way it's my own, and there wouldn't be any problems with that. Okay, let's see. I do apologize if this has taken a little bit of time, but I wanted to show you something, show you how this TV works. I mean, it's a really nice TV, and I'll tell you what, before the flat screens were improved, I didn't like them because it always looked like there was a fog. Like if you're watching a movie with a dark scene, instead of it being pure black, the backlight would be kind of bright, and then the dark scenes would look like it's foggy. That's why I never had flat screen TVs when they first came out. I always stuck with the old CRT TVs, the old ones, because they had a better picture at the time. But now I'm starting to get used to the flat screens, so I might decide to part with some of the older TVs. Although I'm not quite sure yet, because I like the old ones for gameplay, video games. I'll have to try my Atari flashbacks. I have other Atari systems that they're like the Roku stick and the Fire Stick from Amazon. You just plug them directly into the TV, and the power, they get powered up either with the USB wall outlet or the USB port on the TV itself. Well, I found on the games that I have, the game units I have, the USB power is much better when you plug it into the wall than into the TV. But I tried it on a small 24-inch, one of those game units, and it seemed pretty good, but the color wasn't quite right. And I even tried adjusting the color settings, and it just didn't seem to work properly. So I figured I might just keep the older TVs for the games. As you can see, I got that old RCA over there. That's the one actually I was going to give away, and it did get donated, and then a couple days later I decided I wanted it back, so I had called or messaged Salvation Army to bring it back, because that only left me with two big TVs, standard ones. The one that's in the entertainment center down here, and then the big one upstairs in the living room. Only two 25-inch sets. Well, actually, I think that one in the living room is a 27. But anyway, I would have not had another big one if the ones I had would have gone out. Now, the Sanyo TV, I don't know if I showed you that one or not, But that one I don't know. I don't have now. That one was given to my friend Marty because he needed a TV. So he took that one. It was a silver one. It was sitting almost approximately where this one's sitting now. And it was a Sanyo. And that one worked good too. And I didn't mind giving that to him because I know where it is. If I ever would want it, back, as an extra set. But I was very lucky to get that RCA back from Salvation Army, because usually once they take stuff like that, depending on the condition of it or depending on how old it is, even if it does work, a lot of times they'll just junk it, or they'll give it to another organization that sells them real cheap. So I was very fortunate to get that RCA back. And that's why now I'm thinking I'm not going to donate any TVs unless I know where they're going. Now, there was another TV set that I had that was given to me. It was a TV DVD combo by Polaroid. And for quite some time, I was hanging on to that thinking, oh, maybe I could fix the DVD player, because the TV set worked really good. I mean, it had a great picture on it. But the DVD player didn't work, and I thought, well, maybe I can, work on the DVD player to try to get it to work. Well, that never happened. Time went by, and I was starting to run out of space here in the studio. So I just ended up giving it to Salvation Army. They took it, and who knows where it went now. But I actually don't want. I'll take a TV combo, whether it's a VCR combo TV or a DVD combo TV. I'll take them to test them out. But I would probably never keep one, for a long period of time. I would try to sell it or donate it to somebody or an organization, because I really, I don't know, for some reason I just not into those, because there's too much that can go wrong with them. If you have a TV set like I did, the Polaroid, you have a TV but the DVD doesn't work. I mean, why keep it? I mean, unless you're going to use it like for a monitor or something, but I have plenty of those. I got plenty of TVs for monitors. So there's no reason to keep, that there was no reason to keep it. So anyway, that's the story there. So I know I got off of the subject here, but I wanted to share that with you. So now let's see what we can find here on YouTube. I want to make sure that it's something that we can do. Tell you what, let me pause the video here, and I'll try to pull something up on my phone and cast it, and then that way it'll be a lot easier to see. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the big delay there, although when you're watching the video it's probably magical and it's real instant. But anyway, yeah, it's probably about an hour later, because I was getting the YouTube set up on the Fire Stick. For some reason it wasn't registering from my phone, so I had to reinstall it on the Fire Stick for it to work. And it's playing right now on the big screen TV, the flat screen 42-inch, and the video that you're looking at is one that I had made several years ago when I got a replacement Rescue RCA television set. You probably maybe remember that video, and if not, you can go back and watch it, because as you can see, it's still there on YouTube. Actually, it's still on here, YouTube. Not there, but here. And I can go ahead and turn the sound up so you can hear what the sound sounds like on the TV. Let's see if we can get it going here. I got it turned down, but now I can't get it turned up. There we go.
You know, the safety instructions. So what I might do is get some glue and glue that on. And then that way that won't come off like that. But you can see here the power cord, it's identical because this part right here, this can pull out and it's the 4 prongs. And over here is the contrast, vertical and horizontal, same color knobs, same everything. Same everything. The only difference is with this one is, well, it did have the antenna on it, but I took it off because it wasn't able to go down all the way. So I took it off to make it almost like the other one. Because the other one, if you remember, that one didn't have an antenna either. So I took the antenna off of this one to make it almost an exact duplicate. Like I said, the only difference is this one has the label on the back, and this one is actually in a little bit better shape than the other one, because you can see that.
There. So that's the sound of the Toshiba TV and the image of it, and you could see how good the color is on it. It's very clear, like I said. The speakers for the TV, they're on the bottom, so it might sound a little tinny because the speakers are in the rug. But not only do I have the TV, but there was also a sound bar that came with the set. And when I get the TV installed upstairs, probably in the bedroom, then I'm going to connect the sound bar to it as well for better audio. Not sure exactly where I'm going to put the sound bar because the TV is going to be on the wall, but the sound bar will probably go on the corner stand where the current TV is. It's a 24-inch, and that one is a Vizio, and it's a good set too. It's got a real nice picture. It even has where you can go right to services like Netflix, Vudu, I think Hulu, and Crackle. I think it's those services. Some of the smart TVs nowadays, they have a shortcut for YouTube. YouTube happens to be the most popular social media out there, not only for, homemade videos, but there's also been other videos being put on here as well. Like you can go to, if you go to the search bar, you can search for shows like Bonanza, Gunsmoke, all kinds of shows, documentaries, reality TV, anything. You could practically find anything on here. Anything. So I always find the YouTube very, very popular. I mean, you could find anything and everything on it. So there's a little insight of the television set. And like I said, if you want to watch that replacement Rescue RCA television video, it is under my channel, MusicMan0150, and just look for replacement Rescue RCA TV, and you can go ahead and rewatch that if you like. And those of you that have not seen those older videos, I would encourage you to watch them. They're very informative, I'm sure you'll find them interesting, especially if you like vintage electronics like myself. And just so that you know, I think I still have that particular TV set, along with some other ones. As you saw earlier today when I took you out to the sheds, there was a couple RCA TVs out there in that one shed, and I got some more here in the house too. In fact, let's take a walk into the shop. Kind of hard to get up because I was on my legs for a period of time and they're a little bit stiff, so I gotta make sure I move around again. But over here, let me put on some more lights because it's kind of dark. Oh, let me turn off the music in here. There, because we don't want to get in trouble. So turn on some lights here, and there's one of the TVs there right now. I think, no, it's not this one, because this one has the antenna on it. This one has the antenna, so I'm thinking it's probably one that I have a couple in the storage room like that. It might be in there, or it may have I may have given it away. But if you look real close, this is another one just like the one you saw in the video, and like the very first one that I had. Actually, this is probably one of the best ones that I've owned. It's in good shape cosmetically. It performs well too. And actually, I gotta show you something real quick here. Let me move this out of the way. That's my tool kit. And here's a bunch of wire nuts. Those are used for tying wires together for speakers, mostly. But look at this. A yellow RCA television set. Let's turn it around. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, there it is. See that? That's a yellow RCA TV. I had another one like that a while back, but it got given away too. So somebody needed it or wanted it, so I gave it away. And fortunately, I was able to find yet another one like it. Now, I haven't seen any more like this lately online, so this is probably one that I want to hang on to. If no others, definitely want to keep that yellow one. That's a very, very rare color for a television set. Usually, these colored cabinet sets, like, you know, when they're yellow or green or red or even blue, they are worth more than your standard cabinets, you know, your standard TVs with the standard cabinets. So this one could be really worth something if I go to sell it. And then this one here, this is yet another RCA TV set that was given to me also by my girlfriend's mother. And you can see how this one is identical, well, almost identical to the one with the silver frame. But this one has, see, it has the brown trim or the brown frame, but it comes from the same year. And you could see the knobs, they're brown, so it matches the frame. Whereas opposed to the other one, the knobs are silver. And I'm trying to think how many of these I have. I think I got 3 or 4 of them. I know there's one out in the shed that doesn't work. There's sound on it, but I think that's the one that's got the dark picture tube. And I think there's one or two in the storage room, the big storage room where I can't get in right now. It's jammed full. But I think there's there's two out in the shed. There's two out in the shed. One of them works and the other one doesn't work. And now I'm trying to think which one is which. So I may have to take inventory on those TVs outside and see which ones are the better ones and which ones are probably going to be used for parts. But these little TVs here, believe it or not, these were very popular. These were very popular back in the year. I never knew there were so many of them like this. Because I didn't really own it. It belonged, I was able to use it, but it belonged to the family. And it was like this one, but it was silver. And I actually have a couple silver ones in the storage room that are in good shape. I had two of this type that were silver in not the shed by the house, but the other shed by the drive. That they were in the shed by the house first, and then I thought, you know what? I tried the one. There was no sound on it. The picture was extremely dark, so it wasn't worth keeping. And when I opened it up, it was in bad shape. It looked like water damage to it. I was surprised it would still power up. And then the other one, I had gotten another one like it, but it had a cracked case. The housing was cracked. And at one point, I was going to try to swap the inside from one case to the other, but when I tried the other one with the cracked case, that one didn't seem to work right either. The picture was real dark. Even though it had sound, the picture was real dark. So I decided to just recycle them both, and they're both gone. So those are gone. But I do have a silver one. I know I have at least one silver one in the big storage room here in the house that works real good. Maybe there's two. I can't remember. I'd have to at some point get in there and see. But anyway, as I was saying earlier, the original silver one I had, it worked okay. It worked okay. Something went wrong with the UHF fine-tuning, though. I don't know how or what happened, but it was very hard to fine-tune the channels. You know, if you had to fine-tune it, it would just spin. The dial would just spin. So I'm not really sure what happened. But then eventually it just died. It just quit working altogether. And at that time, I didn't even know there was a fuse that you could replace in it, because I think I did see a fuse in it after the fact that I was going to throw it away. And back then TVs did go out on the curb, and the trash would just pick it up and put it in a landfill. But now you're not allowed to do that. You can't put things like this out on the curb anymore. Some people still do, but you shouldn't. Because there's all kinds of lead in the picture tube, and there's lead in the circuit boards. I mean, there's a whole bunch of contaminants in these things that they have to be disposed properly. So that's why whenever I go to get rid of something, which is basically e-waste, whether it's TVs, stereos, computers, printers, even appliances like microwaves, dehumidifiers, whatever it is, whatever was considered e-waste, you take it to a recycling plant and they know how to properly dispose it. Actually, what they do is they put it in a pile, and somebody comes along, takes the load to another facility where they break down the components and separate, they separate like the plastics from the glass and the metals and that sort of thing. So that's the proper way to get rid of e-waste. But there you can see the backs of the TVs now. I put that one back up there where it was. It's not going to stay there though, hopefully not much longer, because I got to clean this up. But I got to figure out where I'm going to put this stuff until I'm ready to get rid of it. Because I actually want to reorganize this shop a little bit. I want to actually put some brackets. I got some L brackets through Amazon. And what I want to actually do is mount some L brackets underneath that shelf to the wall, so then I could put heavier stuff on the shelf. I mean, it looks good right now. I got, all my chargers up there for USB devices, my drills, my leaf blower. Then I do have a clock radio sitting there. My one telephone is there. There we go. I was a little bit low on the image. Yeah, see, the telephone's there. Got a little clock there, the clock radio, the chargers, the USB chargers, and then those batteries with the lights. Those are the drill batteries, and then those solar lights for the for the stakes that go in the ground. I have all those sitting there. But I actually want to make that a little bit different. I would actually like to reinforce that shelf even more. Even though there's chains holding up the shelf, I'm afraid if I put, well, I did have a TV on there once before, but it was a lightweight TV. It wasn't that heavy. But I'm just afraid if I put a little heavier TV, especially if I wanted to put these TVs up there and use them as bench test monitors, for VCR repair or DVD repair or whatever, then I want to make sure that shelf is really enforced so that it doesn't collapse and we have a big crash and a big mess on the floor, and especially if the stuff is plugged in and it crashes down on the floor, that could cause a lot of problems. Sparks flying, or could cause a fire if the sparks fly in a certain way and catches on fire. We don't want that. So I want to make sure that shelf is really enforced good before I put anything else on that. In fact, I even have straight brackets, because if you look, let me see if I can get over there. I got so much stuff here on the floor. If you look underneath there, see there's the plywood. It's like a piece of plywood board, and then there's leftover. I don't know what kind of board you call that, but it's leftover that was put up in the sunroom in the main house. My dad and my mom, when they redid the sunroom in the main house, they used that I guess it's called, no, it's not called lattice board. I forget what you call it. It's got the slots in it. But anyway, there was some left over, and what was left over, Dad made me this bigger shelf, because I used to just have a little tiny shelf at first that really didn't hold much. It was like just as big as the window that was underneath the window, and that wasn't big enough. So my dad made this shelf to hold more stuff, and it's been up, for a long time. it's the length of the workbench actually, which is nice. And it's actually a little bit longer than the workbench. If you look here on the edge here, there's the shelf, and then there's the bench. So it goes just a little bit past the workbench and over the extension. But I didn't want it to go any further than that because look, there's a wall plate there, a wall jack for a phone, and then I have a couple old TV splitters there in case I want to hook up, you know, several TVs to check out with a VCR or a DVD player. Most likely it would be a VCR, because a VCR you can run it through the RF section, you know, to channel 3 or 4, where DVD players, unless it's a combo, it would go directly to a line input. But anyway, that's a little bit on the shop here. And on this side, have you seen this side already? That's where I demonstrated the battle chess game on that Tandy computer. And oh, if you remember the CCTV video where I had the CCTV monitors, parts 1 and 2, and I used to have that TM. It was the TR-196. Well, that was the Optelec version, but here's another one that I got a while back from eBay. I was able to get 2 of these. The guy was selling 7 of them, and I almost wanted to get all 7 of them, but unfortunately that didn't happen. When I was ready to get the 3rd one, something happened to his listing, and I wrote to him, and he said he still had the monitors, but he never relisted them. So I'm not sure whatever happened to those other 5, but luckily I got 2 of them out of the 7, which actually makes up for the 2 that were given away. And I think those actually went to recycle because they were old. They still worked, but I was running out of space at the time, so they ended up going probably to recycle, which was unfortunate because that TR-195 MB was one of my favorite monitors. It was an old one. If you go back and look at the video exploring the TR-195 MB monitor or TV monitor, I forget the actual title, you'll see that it was a really, really, really good monitor. Even though it had a little bit of a hum bar in it, it still worked, I mean, flawlessly. So that was kind of a, I will admit, it was kind of a heartbreaker getting rid of that one. But I do have this 196 MB, and then there's another one in the storage room which it works well too. But the problem with that one is when it arrived, it was either 2 or 3 of the mounts for the picture tube, they were broken. So that one is hidden in the storage room. I don't know if I could show it to you or not because there's so much stuff in there. Let me see. Let's see. Let's get in here again. I definitely got to do something about this because this is not good. This is not good at all. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Probably won't be able to see it. Let's see. Yeah, if you look down in there, let's see. Yeah, it's over there. Yeah, it's buried. It's buried, but it's down in there by the big speaker that's sitting right here in front of you. See, there's the big speaker there. Then there's 3 TVs stacked on top. There's the little one on top. Then there's a Panasonic underneath it. That's a 16-inch, not a 19, not a 12, but a 16-inch, and it's also tubes. It's also a tube set, meaning it's got the vacuum tubes. It's not a solid state. Yeah, you could see the back of it right there, the top of it. There it is right there. And then the other black monitor is underneath that. That's the one that's got the picture tube mounts. I tried gluing it, and I think I got it pretty good, but I think there's a way you could take off the sides of that case, because there's screws on the side. No, not on the side, on the bottom of the side frames. All those Panasonic TVs and monitors that they made, you could probably take the sides off to make things easier to service. I'm going to have to check that out, because I definitely want to try to get that mounted a little bit better. Maybe even just, I tried to glue it, but maybe if I duct tape it and press it down and then duct tape it, or try to press it down further and glue it, that should solve the problem with the tube not up against the frame, being up against the frame. It needs to be up against the frame so it's straight. But that 16-inch Panasonic, that's a black and white, and it's vacuum tubes, and that's very similar to the one I showed you outside in the shed that's all busted up. And that's the one we want to, not this one. This one works good. It's the one out in the shed that's all busted up that I want us to analyze it together and see if we can revive it, just to see if it still works after the big crash. If it doesn't work, that's going to be a bummer, because that's actually a match, or almost a match, to the smaller one in here, because they almost look the same. I'm going to have to dig that one out, and we'll have to get the 19-inch out at some point and compare the two and see if they are a match, according to the models that they made back then, or if they are totally different. But yeah, as I said before, this storage room has to get worked on. It is just so jam-packed. I didn't realize I had this much stuff. And I collect stuff over the years, and it just piles and piles and piles, and then before you know it, you run out of space. So that definitely has to be cleaned out. But there was that other black and white TV, that one with the brown frame. It was in there. So I got 2 of those at least. No, 3 of them that work. At least 3 of them that work. Silver frames, I think I got 2 of those that work good. And then there's 1 of each that don't work right. So those will have to be we'll either have to try to make 1 good one out of 2, or we just recycle those and, take the knobs off of those, keep the knobs for these that do work, and just get rid of the rest of it. But anyway, that's pretty much it for tonight, because it's getting to be, well, that clock was fast. That was said 11:56, but it's actually 10:56. So let me turn this off. I forgot that was still on. So yeah, we don't want any copyrights infringements. So anyway, let me see what we got going over here. I am recording a show. Oh, this one, I think this is good. Yeah, that's good there. In fact, I'm going to pause the video for just a second while I check this one computer, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and got the computer taken care of, and just going to check in here real quick. Oh, I need to turn off that TV. We got that going okay. Well, that's actually stopped. I gotta check that. And this is still going, but that's gonna shut off pretty soon. Because once the computers are done recording shows that I like or anything that I'm archiving, then I have them shut down automatically so that they're not running, you know, without doing anything and, you know, wasting power. Yep, it's 5 after 11. And yep, that's another TV that I got. This one actually is one that was given to me from a lady friend of James Walters. And I'll tell you what, this set works really, really nice. Really nice. This is actually a Konica. I don't know if anybody, if you ever heard of that brand or not, Konica, but it's a very, very good TV. Very good TV. In fact, I have it connected here to my magnifying system, and let me just show you the image. Look, there's the remote on the screen, and you can actually see it. Now I understand that the screen is blanking because of the camera frame rate, but you can see through the black line how good that image is. I can enlarge it too so you can really see it. See? So it looks real good on you know, in person, but because of the camera frame rate, that's why you're getting that black line. And you know, if I go up or down, I can't get rid of it. It's the way the frame rate is. But you get the idea. But let me turn this part off, the magnifier, and let me show you why I put this TV here. Okay. Well, first of all, that's now TV mode. That's on channel 16, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that's channel 5, 4, 3. There's 16. Now, the reason I have, well, two reasons actually. One, I have TV mode if I want to, you know, if I want to have, say, you know, regular TV, which wouldn't be regular TV because analog is gone. But I can turn on this video sender that's over here, right here, and watch what will happen. See? Now I'm actually on the air on channel 16. Now there's nothing there because I have to also do a switch over here. There. Now you can hear some music. Now I'm going to turn on the VCR, and there's what the image looks like on channel 16. Now, if I turn this back off, see, then it's like I'm off the air again. But that's one reason, because if I want to test any televisions outside, I can turn on that sender, and it's powerful enough that it'll go to those TVs outside, right outside the door here, you know, outside the studio, and see how they work without having to take a actual DVD player out there or VCR out there. I can just, you know, have it send wirelessly. The other reason for this set is, well, obviously it's got sound. And let me go back to video mode and look at this. The menu. The menu is exactly the same as it is on that white monitor that's sitting in the shop now. That monitor is actually the original monitor for this enhanced vision system right here. But because I got this TV from, James's lady friend, now I can have sound, I can have TV, simulated analog TV, and the same menu setup. See, and you could see the bars across. I'm in the picture mode right now. You could see how the picture mode is. Now we'll go back to, let's see, now if I got to get out of here. There we go. I think I got out of there. Yeah, now if I go this way, yeah, see, then it's the same type of menu. Only this one, you can set the time, you got the closed captioning, you got the language, you got the background option, the picture naturally, the passcode. I'm not really sure how that works. I think you have to do it by numbers. That's what that is parent lock. If you want to, like, say back in the day, if there was a show that you didn't want your kids to watch, you could actually filter it out with this TV. And then of course the preset, that's for the channels. See, right now preset is in white because we're in video mode. But if I go over to wait a minute, TV mode, there we go. If I go back to TV mode and then put the menu on, see, now preset is in green. Oh, see, it's in green, and then when you highlight it, it's in red, and then you can add channels, delete channels, auto program the channels, select antenna or cable. That's how this set works. Whereas that white monitor that I have, it's strictly for the enhanced vision. There's no sound on it. You can't change the video mode because it actually has an S-video input. You can change it that way by plugging in an S-video cable, but there's no video 2. There's no component option, even though it has it. There's no component option. There's, I think I said there's no sound on it. It's strictly a monitor, and there's no tuner in it. It's strictly a monitor that was designed just for that enhanced vision system. Now, they did have another version of that where it would have sound if I was getting the enhanced vision system that had the audio section for like speech, because they did have a version of that. It was an upgraded version, but I got the basic version, and I got that when I was over at McGuffey Center on the east side of Youngstown, because I needed a closed circuit TV system there when I was doing lesson plans for, teaching computers, and I was doing some other things too. I was working on some documents of some sort. I can't remember what exactly I was doing. Oh, I know what it was. They had a program called Ohio Reads, and I had to put in the names of the kids that were using that program, and they had a list. And with that magnifying system, I was able to put the list under the screen and then just type the names in. That's what that was for. So right there is the monitor. And like I said, it's got the same menu, except the only thing you can control is the background option. You know, you can have a blue background or a black background if there's no signal. Naturally, the picture controls you can adjust. And surprisingly, you can change the closed captioning option, even though there's no audio on it. And the volume does work. I mean, the volume does, it shows the bar going up and down, but there's no audio circuit in there. And there's no speakers in there either. Because I did take that apart just to see what was in it. I was curious to see what all was in there. And it's just a very basic board, you know, TV board with just enough for the video portion to work. No other components are in there for audio or any kind of tuner or anything like that, or remote sensor. It's just a very basic monitor. So that's why it's sitting here. But that is not going anywhere. If I would ever have to donate the system like that, I would donate that monitor and the system all together as a whole unit, or I would try selling it, but I doubt that it would sell because most people aren't going to want anything like that, big and bulky. So I'll just keep it. I'll just keep the monitor as a backup, and if that Konica TV goes, then I'll just have to go back to the basic monitor. But for now, that Konica works really, really good. Really good. Okay, let's see, what else do we need to do? Oh, we got to shut this off. This TV here. Yeah, the YouTube thing is over, so let's just go ahead and shut this down. I can actually use the Fire Stick remote and turn it off, just like that. So that makes it nice. And then we'll put, here's the TV remote. We got to put that up here so we don't lose it. I put it up there on the piano. The Fire Stick here's on the piano bench. Now my phone, let's see. Oh, I still got power on it, but I got 1% left. 1% left, so that's got to get charged. So I think on that note, we're going to call it a night. I did want to show you the projector. Well, I guess we can do it real quick. But it looks like, I think I'm done down here. So yeah, let's go ahead and shut down everything here. And we'll head upstairs. And let me show you the projector real quick, now that it's dark out. And then I'm going to be turning in for the night. I know this has been a long video for you, so I hope this wasn't too overly dragged out. Gotta go through the screen here. There we go. Okay, so here we are in the living room now. And I'm sitting in my favorite chair, and that's the love seat that we got. So now there's the screen. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn out the kitchen light. I gotta go do that, because otherwise you're not going to be able to see it real good. So let me just lay my phone there on the desk. Got to go back through the screen again. Sorry for any sudden bumps or jerks. Okay, we'll turn out the basement light there. Turn out the kitchen light here. There. Yeah, I know it's dark, but we got to have it dark in order for the projector image to work right. So we're going to do it this way. Got to go through the screen again. All right. So now we're going to, let's see. I'm always very, very careful when I walk past this because I don't want that to fall down. I don't know. You know, that's, you know, you got to think of that as like a TV set. You know, if it falls, or if it, you know, if it was dropped or anything, it could ruin the bulb, and then it wouldn't work. So you gotta think of these video projectors as actual TV sets. So that's why I'm so careful going past the tripod, because that's what it's mounted on right now. Okay, I hit the power. This is the remote for it, by the way. Very simple. It's got a power button, menu, source, your navigation buttons, your select button. This button here is the play pause if you're playing media on it. The back button, and then your volume and mute buttons. That's about really all it has. So let's see if we can power this up here. There we go. Okay, there goes the fan. There you go. See? TMY. That's the brand name of the projector. TMY. Okay, and then there's the menu set up for it. So let's see here. Let me get in a chair so that way I'm not at the risk of kicking the tripod and knocking the projector down. Let's turn out the light. Now you can see it really, really good. And that's the main menu setup for the projector. Now, on the camera, it probably looks a lot brighter than it really is. But it actually is not a bad picture at all, even if you just have that menu on there. It's really good. So I have this projector connected to the video system in the entertainment center, and I got to go to let's see, I got to go to media. Wait a minute, I got to point it at the unit there. Okay, that's media, and we hit the select button. Okay, we're on video right now. Now it's not working because I believe the VCR is, yeah, the VCR turned off because I was recording a show. So I'm gonna spin you guys around here for just a second, and I got to do this in the dark because I don't want to have to turn the light on and back off again. Turn on the VCR, and let's see. I think the tape is rewound. If not, we're going to try to rewind it. Okay, the tape did not rewind, so we're going to rewind it. But we do have an image on the screen, and I have the sound off. So again, we don't get any copyrights. But you can see the image on that. And you notice with the camera, there's no blanking at all. Look at that. No blanking whatsoever at all. Yeah, the color might be off just a little bit, but surprisingly, there's no tint adjustment on that. You got color adjustment, you have brightness, you have contrast, you have sharpness, but no tint or hue adjustment, which is kind of odd. I would think that you would want to have a hue or tint adjustment so that the you can get the flesh tones right. Yeah, because they're just slightly on the pink side, just a little bit, slightly on the pink. let's see, if I go to, let's try something. Let's just see. Let's just confirm that. So I'm gonna zoom in. I know this is gonna be kind of difficult, but I'm gonna zoom in. I'm going to hit source. I know we're looking at just the projector right now. I'm going to hit source. Wait. Let's see. Yeah, I can't even tell what I'm doing here. There. Okay. There. Now look. Aspect ratio, brightness, contrast, color, sharpness. Oh, there's an arrow. Let's go down. Wait a minute. I'm going down. How come I can't? Wait a minute. Sharpness, color, contrast, bright, aspect ratio, image mode. How come no tint? Oh, that's really weird. Well, let's try image mode. Let's see what that does. Image mode. Okay, image mode. That's user. Okay, there's vivid. Standard. That's a little darker. Soft. That's really dark. User. I had it set for user. Because of the brightness. Okay, I went back. Okay, that's the volume. Like I said, the sound is turned off because that way there's no accidental, copyright infringement. Let me zoom back here. Yeah, there's no tint adjustment. That's really odd. I'm surprised they didn't add that feature. I guess they figure because that's the natural colors for the for the video image. Because it would be correct for a computer, it would be correct for anything really. That's just kind of odd. But look how vivid that is. I mean that's really vivid. It's clear, and even when you look at it in person, it's a nice big picture. I'm going to try something now. I'm going to switch over. Let's see, where are we now? Okay, we're on the Roku. I gotta turn on the DVD player down here because I got the video game through the second VCR. So now we'll go to the next selection. There's the DVD player. Okay. Now, it's just showing a screensaver there. Now, I know we're in the dark, but we're going to go ahead and turn on the flashback. And I should put the TV on too. Let's do that. So at least I could see what I'm doing. Then we can have a comparison. Okay, there comes the TV. Okay, I'm going to turn the sound down on this too. Now we'll get the screensaver off of the the DVD player. There, AV2. Okay. Oh, I see what's wrong. There we go. Oh, that's DVD. Oh, wait a minute. Why aren't we getting the flashback? Oh, I know why. This VCR is in DVD mode. The bottom one. That's why. Okay, so let's see. Okay, that's DVD. Okay, I turned it off. Now we'll turn it back on. Oh, there we had. I saw the line 1, and then it flashed off. Okay, turn it on. Okay, let's see. The VCR is off. Now the VCR is on. There's channel 2. Channel line 2, line 1. There it is. There it is. Oh, man. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Boy, does that look neat. That almost reminds me of that big Space Invaders down at Pastimes Arcade. Oh, wow. Let's see. Let's see if I can get to the Space Invaders. Let's see. I think I got the right joystick. Yeah, I do. Let's go to that Space Invaders. I gotta see what that looks like on here, on the projector. Let's see. Let's see. That's Slot Racer, Slot Machine, Skydiver. No. Let's see. Is that Space Invaders? No. Wait a minute. Wait. Let's see. Trying to space. Wait. Super Baseball. No, I'm over. I'm not in the right spot. Let's see. Sky. Yeah, Skydiver. That's okay. Slot. Oh, I gotta go down. There we go. Space Invaders. There it is. Okay. No, wait. That's not. That's Robotron. No, that's not no Robotron. That's a different game. But let me see. Oh, I gotta watch the chords so I don't stretch them. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wow. That is amazing how that looks. Let me see if I can get that. I gotta turn this off and back on again for the Space Invaders. I just gotta see it. I'm anxious to see what that looks like. There. Okay. I know this is taking longer than I thought, but I want you guys in on this. Let's see here. Okay, there's Starship. All right, so we got to go back one selection here. Okay, I think we're getting close. We need S. Oh wait, that's Sea Battle. No, we don't want that. That's okay. Got to go over. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm doing this all wrong. Space. There it is. Space Invaders. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, you ready? You ready to see it? Here we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that. That is just like, it's very similar to the big one down at Pastimes. It's not exactly the same, and it's not exactly bright like that video board that they have, but it's certainly incredibly looking good on the projector. Look at that. Now, granted, the background isn't as black as it would be on a TV, but you could still see it. Yeah, look at that. And I can even play this with one hand. You know, moving the joystick back and forth and shooting the button. Look at that. I don't have the sound on, but we really don't need the sound. Oh, I got hit. Trying to play. Okay, it's over, but look at that. Wow. Now that is what I call an arcade image. I mean, yeah, this is good too. This is good too, this image here. But enlarging it on, say, a 4 foot by 6 foot screen, that's just incredible. Yeah, it's not as bright, but hey, who cares? I mean, that still looks great. Wow. Yeah, unfortunately, I wanted to do a little bit more on that, but because it's late, I don't think we're going to be able to do much. The only way that we can do any kind of demo, if you really want to see it, is I'd have to be up before dawn, and I doubt that I'm going to be awake at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I gave you a little demonstration of that, just so you could see it. I'm sure there'll be another opportunity that I'll be able to give you a much fuller demonstration of the games on the projector. But yeah, that really looks neat. It really does look neat. Okay, we're going to turn the game off. I'm going to go back to... There's the Roku. Oh, you know what? For the fun of it, let's see. Where's the Roku remote? That's the only trouble, trying to find stuff in the dark. I found it. Okay. Whoop. Yeah, and unfortunately, my phone is dead, so we're gonna just have to try to do this with the Roku remote. Oh, I know. Let's go over here. Let's just go over here to PubD Hub. PubD Hub has public domain movies and material, so we don't have to worry about copyrights here. So we can actually try showing something from here. Let's see. Let's try. They have all kinds of categories. I mean, you name it, they basically got it. What I'm looking for, here we go, education. That would be neat. It would be like when you would watch something in school. Oh yeah, here's a good one. The Atom. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn on the sound. Okay, we got the sound on. It should be, the volume should be okay. Let's go ahead, launch this. I don't think it's going to be too long. Let's take a look at this.
No denying that since that moment, the shadow of the atom bomb has been across all our lives. All men of goodwill earnestly hope that a realistic control of atomic weapons can and will be achieved. Meanwhile, good sense requires that all of us prepare for any eventuality. But wisdom demands, too, that we take time to understand this force. Because here, in fact, is the answer to a dream as old as man himself. A giant of limitless power at man's command. And where was it science found that giant? In the atom, a particle so infinitely small that it takes over 100 billion atoms to make up the head of a pin. Just as other millions and quadrillions of atoms are the tiny building blocks which make up everything in the world. ships, and shoes, and sealing wax, and cabbages and kings. Although no one has ever seen an atom, scientists have learned a great deal about how they behave, and there are widely accepted theories as to what they're like. Let's start by meeting a leading authority on the subject, Dr. Atom. Now, observing the professor himself, we can see that his structure resembles, in many ways, something almost as vast as the atom is small. The solar system. And there are certain similarities. His is the center with electrons in surrounding orbits. But whereas the planet's movement trons is slightly different, there are other differences too. Hey, hold it! Thank you. Now, the solar system together is electrical. The electrons, which are negative, are attracted by the protons, which are positive, and vice versa. But here in the nucleus are other particles with no electrical charge called neutrons. Very important characters too, as we shall see. And equally important when it comes to atomic energy is what scientists call the atom's binding force. It's a kind of cosmic glue holding the nucleus together. This, then, is a single atom, but certainly not all atoms are alike. There are, in nature, more than 90 basic elements, which is science's term for families of atoms. To scientists, the atoms of the individual atom families, or elements, are identified by number. That is, the number of protons, or positive charges, in their nucleus.
Okay, so that gives you a little sample of what it looked like when you were in school and you watched a movie, and they would project it on the screen like that. That's really neat. Let's go to another category, and that way we can watch the whole thing without any issues. Let's see. I think they have commercials. I think there's a category on here, classic commercials. Let's see here. Oh yeah, here we go, commercials. Oh, this will be good. Then we don't have to worry about any kind of copyright of any sort at all. Although, as I said, these are all public domain, so there shouldn't have been any problem with that atom film. But let's go ahead and watch a couple classic commercials and see what you think of that. Here we go.
Chevrolet medium-duty Vikings with GVW ratings all the way up to 21,000 pounds. Burly, brawny, heavy-duty Chevrolet Spartans, both conventional and low-cab forward models. In '58, Chevy introduces a revolutionary new heavy-duty truck engine, the 348 cubic-inch Workmaster V8. Look, combustion takes place within the block. The head is machine flat. Gives greater engine efficiency. Fast horse trucks for 58. Trucks with the broad-shouldered look. See the great new Chevrolet Task Force trucks now at your authorized Chevrolet dealers.
Okay, that was about Chevrolet. Let's try another one. Let's try the one next to it.
This is the 1958 Edsel, the car that presents originality and elegance never seen before in any car at any price, and presents them in 18 different models. This expensive-looking car is one of the Edsel Ranger series, A four-door ice green sedan styled like a hardtop that sells for no more than some models of America's low-priced cars. The turquoise and white convertible you see driving up now is one of the Edsel Pacer series, with elegant Edsel styling throughout, such as these Edsel contour seats that are scientifically designed to give you separate back and shoulder support, with an overall feeling of luxurious comfort that means hour upon hour of fatigue-free, enjoyable driving. And the back of the front seat is divided in a new way that gives the middle passenger a full backrest, so you ride more comfortably than you ever have before. This two-door hardtop is one of the large and luxurious cars in the Edsel Corsair series. Its colors are copper metallic and white, one of over 90 Edsel color combinations that you can choose from, so you can completely satisfy your individual color tastes. This ember red and white four-door hardtop is one of the magnificent Citation series, upholstered in white vinyl and gold nylon, just one of an attractive array of the very latest high-fashion decorator fabrics, all color-keyed to match the car exterior. Here is the distinctive Edsel Bermuda, done in charcoal brown and driftwood, one of 5 Edsel station wagons, which give you your choice of both 2- and 4-door, 6- and 9- passenger models. And this is the Edsel Citation Convertible in gold and white. Undoubtedly the most beautiful convertible in the world. See this and the other elegantly styled Edsels at your Edsel dealer this week. Remember, this is the year to get out of your old car and into the most elegant automobile of your lifetime.
And there's another car commercial. Okay, we'll do one more. Let's see, which one can we pick? I'm going to just kind of pick randomly here and see what we get. Let's go down. Let's go down to the last row here and let's pick the first one right there. Let's see what we got here.
Don't fret yourself, Bud. I'll find it. It's got to be in here someplace. Oh, that's a... Well, what do you know? My old mandolin. Hello, I'm Jim Jordan. If you're in your 50s or more, you'll probably remember me as Fibber McGee from the radio show Fibber McGee and Molly. As McGee, you can see that I had trouble storing things and had to make every spare inch count. Today we have a different problem, how to make every dollar count. That's why the American Association of Retired Persons, a national nonprofit organization of almost 6 million members, has a consumer guide booklet on shopping for just about everything. If you're over 55, it's yours free for writing to me, Fibber McGee, AARP, Washington, D.C. I know it's here someplace. I gotta find it.
Okay, that was a pretty short one, so we'll give you a bonus. Let's see, let's go up to that one. That's the second row from the bottom, the first one. And we'll end with this.
$1 each. Aurora!
And there you go. There's a little bit of a demonstration on how images or moving pictures look on a big screen, almost like you're in a movie theater. So that gives you a little demonstration of how the projector works. You know, broadcasting or streaming or whatever you want to call it. Video and audio through the projector onto the big screen. Makes you think you're in a movie theater, doesn't it? I betcha. Yep. Well, I think we're going to end it for tonight because it's probably almost midnight. Although there's probably one more little thing I want to do here before we end it. And I know this is dragging out more and more, but I'm trying to keep it interesting for you. Let's see. Well, let's check the time. Yeah, it's 11:47 right now. And unfortunately, the timer turned off the lamp, so I can't turn on any lights without going over to the love seat and turn on that light. But let's go ahead and let's see if we can find the drive-in movies. Not the drive-in movies, but the trailers. The drive-in. Yeah, here we go. Drive-in movie ads. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, let's do a few of those. And that way you can see what it would look like. See if it brings back memories for you from a drive-in movie theater. We'll go with the first one that's selected right up there. And then let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, let me turn around real quick in the chair here. That's one nice thing about this chair. I could just sit in it and not have to get up. I could just swivel it. Oh, there's 70 different ads. Oh, we're not going to do them all. That'll take way, way, way too long. But we'll do a couple of them. So we'll go with the first one here and let you see that. And then you can let me know if this brings back any memories at the movie theater when you're in your car.
Save single night. Yeah! A pleasant aroma for you, but not for mosquitoes. Pick is easy to use. Light it and forget it. The exclusive aluminum-lined ashtray top means not an ash falls on the dash. Pick's aroma keeps mosquitoes, gnats, and sandflies away. Pick is the best protection for barbecues, fishing and camping trips, or just relaxing in the yard. No more sleepless nights or mosquito bites. Pick is harmless to children and pets, too.
So if you don't want our company ever anywhere, just like Pick and see what I mean? Fine.
Pick is on sale at the refreshment stand. Save single night.
Okay, it looks like this part is just images. There's no audio at all. And
Something different for a change? Then try the perfect refreshment. Chili Dilly. A delicious pickle treat that's spiced just right for every bite. Economical, too. There's no waste. You eat every bit of the juicy goodness of Chili Dilly. How about trying one right now? Chili Dilly. On sale at our concession stand. You'll love them. You have 10 minutes till showtime. 10, 9, 8, 7 minutes to go. You have 5 minutes till showtime. Oh. Only 2 minutes left.
Hey, somebody's crazy. Papa goes the weasel. Everybody knows the weasel blows. But popcorn, she pops real good. I eat popcorn. Everybody eats popcorn. She tastes real nice. Get yourself some now at our refreshment stand.
It's showtime.
okay, that kind of gives you an idea of what it was like at the drive-in movie. Yeah, some of those ads, they were real loud, and other ones were real soft, because that's how, the films were made back then. It wasn't hi-fi like it is today. High quality audio and video like it is today. You're talking probably the 50s, maybe even the 40s. Probably more of the 50s, because that was, some of those ads were in color as well as black and white. Because color came out in the 50s, but before that, it was just all black and white. But that gives you a little idea. I didn't know how long it was going to go. So yeah, it says length 294 minutes and 40 seconds. So that would have been like 3 hours worth, and we couldn't sit and watch that whole thing. But that gives you a little demonstration of what it was like. So with that, we're going to shut everything down here, turn off the sound system, turn off the DVD player, the bottom VCR, the Roku. I'll reset the Roku. Let's see, where's the remote? Oh, here it is. Let me reset the Roku back to home screen. There we go. put the box back on cable. Now we can turn off the TV. And now we'll grab the other remote. Here it is here. Trying to do it in the dark. And turn off the projector. Now watch what happens when I do this. Let's see. Up. There we go. See, it says shut down power. We go okay. And there, it's out. And then the fan shuts off. So there we are. So that gives you a little demonstration on the projector. And the last thing that I always like to do when I'm not going to be using it for a while is down here. It's plugged into a power strip. Turn the power strip off. And then the red light goes out. That way we know it's completely off. And now that the lights are out, I know we're taking you through the dark. I can see with the naked eye in here, but I know you can't see anything, so let me get a couple lights on here so at least you could see something. We're over here in the hallway, and I figured it's going to be almost 12 o'clock, so I thought what we'll do for the last few minutes here of the day is get the cuckoo clocks going. Capture the cuckoo clocks. You remember these from way back when I was doing videos with them before. I'm going to speed this one up just a little tiny bit. There we go. There. And we'll see if they'll go off at the same time. That one might be a little bit fast, but that's okay. But remember, if you go back and look at my videos, those of you that have been subscribers for a long time, you'll see me demonstrating these cuckoo clocks. This one over here on the left was the one in my parents' house, and then this one over here was over here in my house, or my apartment. Now I got them both. This one over here on the left, it took about 1.5 years to get it repaired, because the guy known as Big Ben's Clock Shop, Big Ben, he was the one that was repairing it, and I guess he had to find parts to make it work, or else he fell behind on other customers, so that's why it took such a long time. And then this one only took maybe about a month or two to get repaired, because on this one the door wouldn't swing open or close when the bird would go in and out. This one over here wouldn't even run, so that was the problem with that. Now, I don't remember this one having a horn, but he added that. He added that on there, and I don't think this had it before, but you know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. He asked me if this had a horn, and I says, well, I'm not sure, so he went ahead and put that on there. But it is the clock that Mom and Dad had, because if you look at the top, yeah, if you look at the top, that's what it always had. Okay, that cuckoo 12 o'clock. So let's go ahead and just speed this one up a little bit here. And on that note, we are going to sign off with the videos. So I hope you enjoyed everything. It's been been a fun evening sharing a lot of things with you. We were outside earlier today with the snow thrower, and I got the birds fed. And then we came back in, showed you some stuff in the basement and some stuff up here, the projector, some other TVs, and all kinds of things. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll try to make a few more as time goes on. But for now, this is MusicMan0150 signing off, and let you get a look down there at the hallway there. So yep, this is MusicMan0150 signing off, saying good night to everybody. And if you're watching it at night, if you're watching it during the day, well, you have a great day, and hope to share more with you in the near future. Take care, everybody, and remember, you can make comments, click the bell for notifications, share the videos if you like, and also subscribe if you're not a subscriber. So, thanks again for watching, and we will be with you again very soon.